Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Bills going up against the Steelers.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
Back to throw. Bryant. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Ohio, here we go. Red 38.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? They responded to the challenge.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Let's go!
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Come on, let's go!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Chambers. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Let's go! What? 9,
They run the counter now on first down. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try to help against the run.
2nd and goal from the 5. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Go, go, go. Here we go. What? Hut.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding, and it's a Bills touchdown.
We got this. We got this.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he finds Corey Davis. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
Flex round. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Watch right. We got right. Come on, let's go. What? No.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bryant, quick hitter here. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the gun on 3rd down. Bryant. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Get up, crowd! Get up! Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Oh, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Tight right, tight right. Let's go. We got 4. We got 4. Flex right. Check 9, check 9. Ohio, Ohio. Ohio, let's go, Ohio. Let's go. Flex round, flex round. Hut.
Operating from the gun. Bryant. Flush to his right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. Let's go. Eyes up. Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bryant dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round.
To throw on 2nd down. Bryant uncorks one for Davis. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Tight right. Tight right. Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there. Come on. Let's go. What? 90. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 3 down.
From the gun, Bryant. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
first down. Bryant unable to corral him. He fights through. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
10 yards still left on second down.
Hey, we got tight left, tight ends left. Here we go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
Off the play fake. Bryant got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. And sometimes the defense is tough to find looking at guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback and throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 11. And an update now from down in Baltimore. And the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans have got it in cruise control right now. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Let's go!
They'll start out on the ground now. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Looking deep downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
No chance. Let's go. What?
inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to roam now. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Money looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he hasn't been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, baby.
And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. His throw incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Let's go! Flex round! 4 down, 4 down.
To throw on third down. Bryant. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And now a first down following that long gain.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38. Flex round, flex round. Whip. Watch the whip.
Operating from the gun. Bryant. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And he he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The second quarter score from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Come on, let's go!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached... Now you folks don't know what you're missing. Missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Come on, let's go! Red 30, let's round!
And now here's a carry heading left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 18. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Flex round! Flex round! Check. Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
A give to Bell. And some room to work. Bell sheds him off. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Two times. Let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Ohio!
Looking to throw on second down. Bryant, it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And the Steelers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey. 4 down.